Hello everyone, welcome to EduTop. So in today's session, we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is the fiscal policy. And why this topic is very important, we will also see that in today's session. As in this session, we will be discussing about the meaning of the fiscal policy and the contractionary versus the expansionary fiscal policy. And when the contractionary fiscal policy is used and when the expansionary fiscal policy is used. So before starting with the session, please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are new to the channel and join our Telegram channel for the PDF of this session. And you can get the link of the Telegram channel in the description box below. So now here is the reason that why fiscal policy topic is very important, because a direct question has been asked in the RBI grade B of 2018. Okay, and the question was that which of the following is not an example of the fiscal policy. See, fiscal policy is very easy to understand, and if you understand once that what fiscal policy is, what are the tools, instruments of the fiscal policy, any question you can answer easily. So in today's session we will understand fiscal policy. Okay, so now what is fiscal policy? See, fiscal policy is an instrument. It is an instrument under the government that the government uses. This policy tool the government uses to influence the nation's economy. Okay, and what are the tools under the fiscal policy? The taxes that is collected by the government, the indirect tax, the direct tax, the expenditure that the government is doing. In any case, the revenue expenditure, the capital expenditure, any expenditure that the government is doing, that is the tool of the fiscal policy. Now, why the fiscal policy is used by the government? To affect the economic growth, to boost the economic growth, to boost the stability, to bring the stability in the economy, the price stability, the wage stability in the economy, to achieve the full employment or to maintain the full employment if we have already achieved it. Okay, so it was, I hope you have understood the fiscal policy. It is an instrument that is used by the government to influence the nation's economy, and these are the tools under the fiscal policy that the government uses. Okay, taxes or the expenditure, and economic growth, stability and full employment are the motive of the government, and we can also say curtailing inflation. When was this term, when was the fiscal policy importance was defined? It was defined by the John Maynard Keynes. He was the first economist that said that fiscal policy of the government is very important for the economy. But before John Maynard Keynes, what was the perspective of the classical economists that were before the Keynes? That they believed that there should be no interference by the government in the economy. But then the Great Depression came in the 1930s, that started from 1929. So in the Great Depression, the policy of the ideology of the classicals didn't stand. Okay, they believed that the market mechanism will itself finish the recession. It didn't happen. The recession and the depression that came in the 1929 or that came in the 1930s, that the market mechanism couldn't resolve the recession and the depression itself. So at that time, John Maynard Keynes was the one that said that the government interference is also very important in the economy to maintain the growth, stability and full employment. So he was the first economist that brought the importance of the fiscal policy in economics and the nation. So now, see, when is the expansionary fiscal policy or the contractionary fiscal policy is used? So if there is a recession, then what should we do? Should we adopt the expansionary fiscal policy or the contractionary fiscal policy? That we will see. Okay, that which policy is used by the government. So the government, when attempting to balance out the contraction phase of the business cycle, then the expansionary fiscal policy is used. That is when the economy is going in the downturn, when the economy is facing the downturn, when they are going in the contraction phase, recession, depression, then the expansionary fiscal policy is used. So, and the contractionary fiscal policy is used when the government deem it necessary to halt or deter the economic growth if inflation caused by increased supply and demand of cash gets out of hand. That is when the economy is too much going in the expansion phase, when the economy is too much in the peak area and the inflation is getting too much out of hand, the cash is getting too much out of hand, then the government thinks that we take care of the economy, we need to reduce the inflation, okay, and we cannot sustain this level of growth that is happening because the demand is increasing too much and the supply is not able to cover the demand. So the inflation is rising too much, so we are not able to maintain this growth, and so we need to reduce the money that the people have, we need to reduce this demand, we need to reduce this level of the growth so that the supply can maintain and the demand can be covered up by the supply. Next is, in the expansionary fiscal policy, the methods like cutting of taxes, the taxes are reduced in the expansionary fiscal policy. The government spending is increased on things like public work, we can say, in a attempt to stimulate economic growth. So now in this case, the contractionary phase is there. So we need to stimulate the growth. So for stimulating the growth, we want to have the more demand in the economy. And when can the people demand more? When they have more income. So cutting the taxes means the income will be more in the hands of the people. Increasing government spending means that the people who are building the roads, who are making the flyovers, they will be getting the money. So the common people will get the money, the contractors, the businessmen will get the money and they will spend. So the demand will increase. This will stimulate the economic growth because when the demand is increasing in a contractionary phase, then the supply will also increase because the resources are in the country. Okay. In the contractionary phase, what is happening? The tax rates are increased because we want to reduce the money that is in the hands of the people. Okay, because there is too much demand that we cannot cover up by the supply. Decreasing government spending we want to do. Okay, the government decreases its spending on any of the work so that the money do not go too much out in the economy, so that the economic growth can be slowed down, so that demand can be slowed down, which is increasing too much and we are not able to cover it by the supply. Expansionary fiscal policy treats a thin line, needing to balance economic stimulation while keeping inflation as low as possible. See, when the demand is rising, the supply is also rising. But sometimes if the expansionary fiscal policy is kept for a long period of time, then what happens that the demand starts increasing too much and the supply is not able to follow it up. Okay, so when you are adopting the expansionary fiscal policy, you should also know that when you need to stop, when the government needs to stop, the government should know that. It is often very unpopular, the contractionary fiscal policy, because in this case what is happening, we are increasing the tax rates. When the tax rates are increased, people are not very happy with the government, that why are you increasing the taxes, we want our money. So due to increase in taxes, cut or reduced subsidy or the welfare programs, the government is spending less in the contractionary fiscal policy. So in the contractionary fiscal policy, the people are not very happy that why are you reducing our subsidies, why are you reducing the welfare programs or cut in the government jobs or cut in the public works. So this is the expansionary and contractionary fiscal policy. Expansionary fiscal policy is used when we need to boost the economy, when we need to increase the economic growth. Contractionary fiscal policy is used when we need to curtail the inflation, when we need the price stability, and the contractionary fiscal policy is used. In this case, usually there is a deficit in the economy. Say the deficit means that the spending is more than the collection of the taxes, or the spending or the expenditure is more than the revenue that the government is doing. Okay, and this deficit is met by the borrowing, and so the borrowing is also an instrument of the government that the government uses during the expansionary fiscal policy. Because how will you spend more? When you will borrow the money from the outside sources, from the external sources of the country, then only the government can can spend more when it is borrowing from the external areas. Okay, here the surplus is usually there. The surplus is usually there because the taxes have been increased and the spending has been reduced. Okay, so borrowing is also an instrument of the government in case of fiscal policy, and it is usually taken when the deficit is there, when you need to do more spending and you need to reduce your revenues. Okay, you need to reduce the taxation. So now I hope you can easily understand the expansionary fiscal policy. The government spending is increased and the taxes is reduced. In the case of the contractionary fiscal policy, the government spending is reduced and the taxes are increased. Okay, so now I hope you can easily answer this question, as well as there is another practice question. So these both are the homework question for you people. Next is, these are the people who have given the right answer. Okay, Ansa, Amartya, Priyanka, Vikram, Praveen, Neil, Yashwant, Uman, Rajlashmi, Uttam, Ankit, IT and Timothy have given the right answer for the question of the previous session. So well done you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you have understood the fiscal policy. If you have any query, you can mail us here or you can contact us through this number. Thank you.